times I have to say this, but I'm gonna say it once again because it's the off season. It's that time of the year when everybody is optimistic about their team. Everybody thinks that their favorite team is going to be good this year. So of course, somebody like me, I come on here and I say something good about your team. You're like, hell yeah, JT, you spitting facts right now, JT. Like, yeah, they sleeping on us. But then if I say something about your team that you don't like, man, JT, you don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. I'm unsubscribing from your channel. So Raiders fans are really outraged with me calling their quarterback situation mid, and because I don't think they're going to be a good team. And listen, bro, I do not care if you unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe because you don't like my opinion, you're not the kind of person I want subscribed to my channel anyway. You feel me, bro? Like y'all getting butthurt over opinion I'm just telling the truth, bro. But y'all get mad at people in the national media for having takes that they don't believe in. Y'all criticize Nick Wright for having these wild outlandish takes that he doesn't believe in. But when somebody like me comes along that actually has a take that I believe in, that all of a sudden y'all unsubscribe because you don't agree with it. It's just go ahead, bro. Like it doesn't matter, bro, because at the end of the day, I'd rather be authentic than just coming on here and carrying water for all 32 NFL teams. I criticize every team. I'm not a hater, bro. I promise you. I have no reason to hate on the Las Vegas Raiders. Y'all have been a poverty franchise since I first came out the womb in 2002. Y'all haven't had that much success since I've been on this earth. So, of course, y'all gonna have to prove me wrong. I do not care if you unsubscribe, bro, because there are new people that are going to subscribe that are going to appreciate at least me being authentic. If I'm wrong, I have no problem coming on here in the minute that I'm wrong, but the Raiders have never really proven me wrong. I may get the win totals wrong. Okay, cool. I picked them to win 2-3 games last year. They won 8. You still missed the playoffs. I was still right about that. Josh McDaniels still got fired. Jimmy Garoppolo still was a terrible signing. I was right about that. But nobody talks about that, though. Everybody just wants to hear everything positive about their team when I just keep it a stack with every team I talk about. Bro, I've been criticizing the Pittsburgh Steelers all offseason for signing Russell Wilson. I've criticized the Steelers last year. Hell, I've done picked the Steelers to miss the playoffs so many times. So I really could care less if you unsubscribe because you don't like what I say about your team because it's not an opinion that you agree with. If you're just looking, what's the point of subscribing to channels just for people to tell you what you want to hear? Wouldn't you rather hear different opinions? Wouldn't you rather value somebody who's just going to tell it how they see it versus just carrying you water? I mean, Raiders fans, you guys have supported a poverty franchise for 2 decades. So why are you going to want to continue to support some channels or some podcasts that always gas your head up every offseason just for you to disappoint? Y'all done been through this for over 14 decades. Y'all should be used to it now. Like why y'all seeking to come on here and find people that just yes men that just are going to tell you everything that you want to hear? If that's what you're expecting from JT Sports, then you might as well unsubscribe, bro, because we're all about giving raw, uncut, and unbiased analysis over here. We're not trying to carry water for all 32 NFL teams. Listen, if I could keep all you guys happy, I wish I could. But part of this job is to have takes. You feel me? Some people are going to agree with them, some people aren't. But if you're unsubscribing over an opinion about your squad, then you're never the kind of person I want subscribed anyway. Because everybody who has followed this podcast since I first started this thing like 5 years ago already knows that I have no problem coming on here admitting when I'm wrong. Bro, I was screaming how Oregon was going to get smashed by Colorado, and Colorado got throttled by halftime. The game was already over, and I had to come on here and eat it. So I have no problem coming on here and admitting that I'm wrong. I've admitted that I'm wrong plenty of occasions. So it's like I really could care less if you unsubscribe, because if you unsubscribe because of an opinion, then you're not the kind of person I wanted to be subscribed anyway. I want people that are subscribed because they want to hear raw and uncut, unbiased analysis. You feel me? If you are subscribed to my podcast, I would like to believe that you're subscribed because you like how you value my opinion. And at the same time, it's like even if you don't agree with it, you're not going to get your panties in a bunch because I'm not just carrying water for your team, just telling you what you want to hear. Like, what's even the point? Well, what's even the point of doing this if all you want to hear is just good stuff about your team? And that's not how this works. There are 32 NFL teams. Only 16 can make only 14, 16 of them can make the playoffs. Only one team wins the Super Bowl. So not everybody's team can win the Super Bowl, but I understand it's the off season. Everybody believes that, their team can win it all. Everybody believes that their team is going to be a playoff team. It's optimism season. I get that. But if you're unsubscribing because of my opinion, then just go ahead, bro. Because if you think I'm gonna come on here and just say good stuff about your team every day, all day long, then you are subscribed to the wrong channel. And plus, bro, that's not the kind of content that I'm trying to make. I'm not about to come make some content just to appease the masses, just to get people to subscribe if I don't truly believe it. I'd rather people subscribe because, they like my authenticity versus people subscribing just because I'm always saying good things about their team. I do not give a hell, bro. And I do not like the Giants neither, bro. That's another thing, bro. Like, y'all always trying to say every time I have to criticize somebody's team, y'all make it seem like I'm a hater, bro. This shit is nothing personal, bro. I do not hate the Raiders. I do not hate any team. Bro, I've come out here and criticized the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin plenty of times. I done got called a Uncle Tom, a Uncle Ruckus. Like, I really do not care, bro. Like, I don't care if I'm a Steelers fan or a fan of whoever else, bro. I'm going to always keep it 100. So if I can criticize my favorite team, what makes you think that I'm not going to criticize other teams? Like, I'm a Steelers fan and you don't see me always posting good stuff about Pittsburgh. I'm just calling it how I see it. So if you are somebody that just wants to hear good stuff about your team 24/7, then just go ahead and unsubscribe, because eventually I'm going to have to say something negative about your team that you're not going to agree with. So you might as well unsubscribe now before you end up having to unsubscribe later because you get your feelings hurt over opinion. Bro, like, you got Raiders fans in the comment section taking it personal, talking about, my bottom lip and my sex life. Bro, like, what the fuck does that have to do with football? You get my point? Like, you feel me? So it's like, just go ahead and unsubscribe if you think I'm just going to be coming on here and just saying everything that you want to hear about your team. Because that's not what this podcast is about. This podcast is about giving raw, uncut, and unbiased analysis on the NFL and college football. It's well researched. It's no BS. You may think that it's not well researched because it doesn't go with what you think. You feel me? But I would like to think that, we can all have a civil discussion and a civil debate about why we agree with things and why we disagree with things. Like, I clap back at you guys every time in the comment section, whether y'all agree or disagree. You feel me? But it's like, once we start talking about my bottom lip and things like that, bro, like, what the hell are we doing? You feel me? Like, that has nothing to do with football. Like, I could care less if you unsubscribe because you don't like my opinion about your team, because you were never somebody who I want to subscribe to my podcast anyway. Like, it's like, if you're going to be subscribed because you want to hear good things about your team, then you should be able to take when I criticize your team. Because most of the times, I'm right about your team, at least when it comes to making the playoffs or not making the playoffs. Go look at my record predictions. Most of my record predictions are not that far off. Hell, I may have missed on a few teams last year, like picking the Carolina Panthers to win the NFC South. And I came on here and I told you guys really early. Like, as a matter of fact, after the preseason, I said, bro, I probably effed up picking the Carolina Panthers to win the NFC South. Then in the middle of the season, what did I do? I came on here. I gave an updated NFC South record prediction, and I said that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win that thing, and the Carolina Panthers suck, and I was wrong, and I ate it. But I ain't hear nobody coming on here saying how I was right when I said that the New Orleans Saints were the NFL's most overrated team last year, though. Oh, okay. You see, like, I'm right way more times than I'm wrong on here, but everybody just cares about when I be wrong, but nobody ever cares about when I'm right, and I'm cool with that because I already know that's what comes with this. But if you're unsubscribing because you got your feelings hurt about what I said about your team, then you was never the person I wanted on here anyway, bro. It's like, we should be able to talk football, whether you agree with my opinion or disagree with my opinion. If you disagree with my opinion, say why you disagree with it. What the hell does my bottom lip have anything to do with football? You feel me? If you agree with my opinion, let me know. I have no problem having a civil discussion about people agreeing or disagreeing with my opinions, because that's what makes this fun. You feel me? Not everybody's going to agree. You feel me? But I'm not about to come on here and just spew good shit about your team just because you want to feel happy and optimistic about your team. No, like, F that, bro. Like, the Raiders are not going to be a playoff team, and I believe that y'all are not going to finish no better than third place in the division. And I always put my money where my mouth is because I do bet on these over-under win totals. You can go ask my homeboys, and you can go ask the people that know me behind this. Hell, it's people that always hit me up asking, man, JT, you need to start doing betting stuff. Bro, I don't even know what this dude talking about. He talking some bro, stop doing drugs. It's just at the end of the day, bro, like, if you gonna unsubscribe because you don't like what I said about your team, like, go ahead, bro. But y'all making it seem like I'm over here saying hate speech, like I'm over here saying hate speech and stuff like that. Like, come on, bro. I'm just coming on here just giving my opinion. Well, I never thought that people get this offended over somebody's opinion. Somebody said, leave the ghetto, get a real job, take care of your family. Like, I don't even know who this is. I don't even know who this is, man. But, you know, bro, it's just like, bro, if you're going to unsubscribe because you don't agree with my opinion, then just go ahead, bro. Like, I criticize every single team. I'm a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and you can find plenty of videos of me criticizing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hell, there were Steelers fans that were mad because I criticized the team for drafting Terrell Edmonds over Lamar Jackson. And look how that has aged. People always talking about some, bro, you a Steelers fan, but you always gassing up the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, because it's not about who I'm a fan of. I have no biases towards the team or against the team. You feel me? I just call it how I see it. You think that people will respect the authenticity. I really don't understand this, bro. Like, if I'm criticizing my favorite team, I'm going to criticize every team because it's just called being authentic. But I'm not about to sit on here and lie about freaking, you know, a team being good that's not going to be good just to get subscribers and to appease people. You see, like this AJ215 person, he said, oh, Steelers, LOL, your team will never win anything. It's like, it's cool. You feel me? You don't see me going raised earth about it. So it's like, shoot, if you think the Steelers going to be bad, the Steelers going to be bad, shoot. And I'm going to tell you why I think they're going to be decent. And you over here saying Russell Wilson is trash and Fields isn't ready, bro. Like, you making it seem like any of this hurts me, bro. Like, bro, I've been saying that Russell Wilson is washed. If you go watch my previous video about Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, I've been screaming Russell Wilson is trash. And people still believe he's good. Bro, I'm not bro. You ain't authentic, you a Steelers fan. Bro, what does that even mean? You're not even making sense. Bro, they're going to be decent because they have Mike Tomlin. As long as you have Mike Tomlin, you're never going to bottom out. That's the problem with the Steelers. That's why I keep saying we should move on from Mike Tomlin. We get to the postseason and we get kicked out in the first round, right? But then if we miss the playoffs, we're never bad enough to be in position to draft a big impact quarterback. So it's like, I really could care less about, like, if you get mad because you don't agree with my opinion, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, I keep it 100, bro. I done picked the Steelers to miss the playoffs plenty of times. Like, I'm not one of those people that come on here saying, oh, yeah, the Steelers won't make it to the Super Bowl every single year. It's like, bro, bro, it's not really that deep to me, bro. I don't have harsh debates with my own fan base about my favorite squad. Like, I don't think the Steelers want to make it to the playoffs this year. I don't. But they need to. If Mike Tomlin wants to remain the head coach of this franchise, the Steelers ain't going nowhere with Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. So it's just like, at the end of the day, bro, like, I really could care less if you unsubscribe because of my opinion, bro. Like, it's the off season, it's optimism season, whatever they call it. But just go ahead, bro. Like, it really don't matter to me, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, this podcast is all rooted in giving unbiased, uncut, raw analysis on the NFL and college football. So it's just like, man, it's just like, it is what it is. Shout out to Mad Mike Sports Podcast. F people saying, what the F you want, join the group of being disliked. Yeah, man, it's just, man, it's just like, bro, if you if you think that I'm just gonna come on here and just say good stuff about your team just to appease a fan base and build an audience, bro, like you subscribe to the wrong place. You subscribe to the wrong place. But that's all I wanted to say, bro. It's just like if you gonna unsubscribe because you don't like what I say about your team, then just go ahead and unsubscribe now, bro. It's like y'all make it seem as if I'm coming on here spewing hate speech or I'm saying something like what Harrison Bucker just said. You know, I'm just trying to be real and authentic, bro. I'm not about to come on here and say some takes that I'm not. It's 32 teams. I can't. I try to keep it balanced. It's not like I'm on here just crapping on every single team. You feel me? I try to do research and I do good analysis. You know, it's just you gotta have takes.